So welcome back to Queek's World. For anyone new, we are trying to make these campaigns as long and difficult as possible to try to match the brutal world of Warhammer. There's a link in the description to a video that goes through all of the mods that we're using to accomplish that. So for a quick recap of where we are, we have captured Queek 8 Peaks. And then we've moved up here into Emmerich's territory, where we are currently raiding him and thinking about declaring war on him. More on that in just a second. And then we also had Malagor down here raiding us. So we have moved one of our armies down here to stop that from happening, or from any other faction who decides that they might want to do something like that to us. To be able to be in a position to basically do something about it, because we, unfortunately, when he was raiding us down here, we didn't have an army down here to do anything about it. So seeing this army also reminds me that we do have a quest battle here that we need to take care of pretty soon. It's a decently difficult one, but I think Queek can probably handle it, so that's something that we can consider doing. And also, I was thinking a little bit about this campaign and the theme of it, and those of you who know the lore better than I do, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't the Skaven rename Queek 8 Peaks to something like the City of Pillars or something like that when they own it? So I'm not going to do it just yet, but let me know, those of you who are more familiar with the lore than I am, whether or not I should rename Queek 8 Peaks, because at this point we own it. It's pretty well defended. I don't plan on ever losing it again in this campaign. And then also the other thing that I was thinking about thematically is, even though we're over here raiding Emmerich's territory, and I do think we want to beat up Emmerich a little bit before he gets too much bigger, because first of all, he does absolutely hate us. Second of all, he does have Clan Rictus and the Chaos Dwarves as well as enemies, so this might be a good time to hit them. And we kind of want to punish them before they can get any stronger. But the other thing I was thinking about is the theme of Queek 8 Peaks is basically constant war between Belegar, Ironhammer, Queek Headtaker, and Skarsnik. And meanwhile, Skarsnik is up here fighting the dwarves for us, which is great. It has kind of taken a lot of the heat off of us in terms of fighting Thorgrim. But thematically, maybe we want to go to war with Skarsnik here sooner rather than later. And Skarsnik is actually...
You need me?
They've come down a little bit. Their strength ranking used to be much higher than this, so this tells me that they might be actually losing the war. Well, no, that's an interesting war going on between Skarsnik and Thorgrim, because Thorgrim has a lot more settlements, but Skarsnik is stronger. But it looks like they have really seriously weakened each other. So again, that might be an opportunity for us as well. We're already at war with Thorgrim, but we could go to war with Skarsnik as well. So anyway, enough of the recap, Michael. Let's go ahead and just get right back into it. I think we just started this turn, so I think everybody still has their full movement. Let me just double check that. Queek does. Pestilikich does. That's right, we're moving a Plague Priest over to join those armies. And Mika still has his whole movement. Okay, so we have to decide what we're going to do down here about Mika. He's replenished himself pretty well. At this point, we could go ahead and maybe start raiding one of our neighbors, just to be doing something with him. Looks like between Skarsnik and... between Skarbrand and... Cetra is the scarier of the two. He's got 7 settlements and a much higher strength rank. So Skarbrand is a little bit more vulnerable. He's also closer, so maybe we go ahead and plan to do that. We need 25%. No, we need 25% left to be able to raid. So I think we should be able to move here.
Legs, tails, move.
And raid. Indeed we can. Okay, very good. That'll get us some food. Food is good. It might tick off Scarbrand, but, you know, we're Skaven. We don't really care about ticking other factions off. And the important thing is, if they do declare war on us, I think we're in okay shape to fall back and get the garrison to help us out. Now, I only see this one army, but we do know, since they only own this one settlement, that Scarbrand probably is not very far away. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump from him back over here to Queek. Queek, since we're already here, we probably want to go ahead and head down and see what we can do to take Ash Ridge Mountains, as well as the Bone Gulch. Don't want to go to war with Chaos Dwarfs just yet, but we can, I think we can just raid our way down in this direction. Should be getting lots of food from raiding here, as well as Mika down south. So that's good. You can go ahead and do some raiding as well. I don't see an enemy army, so I don't think I need to worry about these two being close enough to each other to reinforce in battle. But we're not going to want to go for very long without doing that. Meanwhile, you're at 20 already. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this Plague Priest into Pestilikich's army here. Okay. Not getting a whole heck of a lot of money out of it, but we're getting good food, and that's just as good as money, quite frankly, for the time being. Then, in terms of our public order, we're doing okay here, even with no armies here currently. Karak 8 Peaks, he's doing okay. He's built everything up as far as we can. It's going to be a while before we're able to build the Grand Warren there. Okay, Crooked Fang Fort could really use some public order improvement. So maybe we do that. And Karak Asgul, the same. Let's go ahead and 1700, huh? I could do this in both of these provinces. It's a good chunk of our money, but if we can start to improve our public order long term, I think that's going to be worth doing. All right, so I think that's it. I'm going to save the rest of the money because I don't want to have zero reserves. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy out real quick. Let's just see what Tretch is offering now. If we're going to go to war with Emmerich, maybe we do want to consider doing this, because this will give us some visibility to Emmerich. Let's do it and just not... We don't trust Rictus, but as long as he's providing us some value, in this case, more of the additional sight on Emmerich. Actually, it looks like he's headed to... Interesting. Okay, this is very interesting. So it looks like Queek is actually making progress on maybe conquering some of Emmerich's land himself. If between the two of us we divide up Emmerich's land, that would be very, very nice. Okay. Also, I forgot about this, but there's a Cathayan caravan right here, which I wish we could do something about, but we don't have an army down there to attack it, unfortunately, so I guess I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to pretend it's not there. And let's go ahead. We could maybe go ahead and do this. Let me think really quickly here. What would be a good place for us to do another Undercity. Maybe Kimmery, because the desert is probably territory that we don't really want to conquer. I don't see any, but I'm pretty sure it's probably unpleasant climate for us. So, of course, we're actually all the way up here. It would be faster for us to hit something up in this direction. The problem is this is all territory that we do want to conquer at some point. Maybe, still, I think this is a good time for us to do it. So let's go ahead and perform this right. Let's get ourselves another Warlock Engineer. And we will move him. I can't really see the Dragon Isles to know whether or not that's unpleasant climate. We're gonna move him in this direction, and we'll just find something along the way to go ahead and set up our Undercity in. It's costing us a little bit of money each turn, so we don't want that to take forever, but there is value in Undercities for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn now. Wait, actually, really quickly. Recruit, income, upgrade, quest battle, recruit a lord, another quest battle, and we need 7 more units. Okay. Hopefully we'll get some of that done soon. Okay, Scarbrand did not declare war on us. Little sip of coffee. Okay, there's Emmerich. Very interesting to see how Rictus reacts here. Now what?
You stand in presence of Queek.
You want us to declare war, probably. Yeah, that's what I thought. For 1,200, we'll do it. We're going to do it, but we'll do it during our turn. Maybe we can get more than 1,200 out of it. Okay, so Rictus is still focused on Crookback Mountain, even with Emmerich invading Tretch's territory. Okay, no more sight of Malagor, that's good. Chaos Dwarves. Not really too threatening there. Okay. Rictus building an outpost, sure, why not? Pure devotion. Your heroes spend every spare moment they have honing their skills, and it shows. Okay, we'll take it. Why not? All right, got population surplus and got 1 rank. Okay. All right. So Queek, you cannot quite reach Ashridge Mountains to attack just yet. So we're going to stay in raiding stance. So we're going to go ahead and move to here, I suppose. And you are coming down here as well. Let's go ahead and get this skill applied. Rank 8, very good. Let's give you ballistics instructor, I think. Increases the range of everybody. That's pretty useful. All right. Losing, unfortunately, winds of magic down here. That's not great, but can't really be helped. We're definitely making a lot more money this turn from raiding this region as opposed to this one up here. Okay. That's fine. And then finally, Mika, you I don't really see any reason not to just continue raiding with you. If they were to attack us, well, that army is not going to do anything to us, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. And meanwhile, you're almost up to the 5th level. That's good. This would be kind of nice to do. Does give us some extra food. Our food situation has gotten much better, however. Still, I'm not going to say no to some extra food. So that's a possibility. Right here. This is a possibility. Because even though we're doing okay, we are losing public order. Which is the opposite of what we want to be doing. And down here... yeah, you now are high enough that we could, once we have the money to, we could go ahead and get him up to a higher level. But I think money is a good priority for us. So let's go ahead and do this.
All hail, horned rat.
And let's just go ahead and leave you where you are. Hero not moved. Yes. We are going to continue in this direction for now. Interesting, okay. I'll be very curious, does Kugath even exist anymore? I wonder if he's probably still exists. Can't imagine that he got wiped out by the lizards. But we'll be very curious to see who owns this territory here. I'm thinking, of course, of my Kugath campaign and how much different it is when the AI is in control of Nurgle. Okay. Anyway, that's all. Let me just go ahead and see how much he would give us for declaring war. Oop, that's not what I want to do. I want to join war. There we go. 1,200. Yeah, we can get a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do it. It would be scavenish to wait until the very last moment, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Because I didn't see an army over here threatening us, but even if there was one, I'd rather fight it in a field battle than have it helping to defend Ashridge. Ashridge is going to be an interesting fight because they got some good units in there, and we are still just Skaven. After all, the Bone Gulch is a little bit easier, actually. That's interesting. Okay, well, still, we definitely want to hit this while there's no army helping it out. All right, let's go ahead and... actually, do we want to build an outpost? Let's take a look here at... his territories. Yeah, I don't really see... does he only have the 2? Yeah, he does. He only has the 2. Okay, never mind. You're on your own. You're on your own, Tretch. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn and... see what happens here. Scarbrand not really threatening us. It does feel like I'm maybe kind of playing with fire by raiding Scarbrand down there with an army that's not a terribly strong army. It's good to get some visibility on the Chaos Dwarves over here. Okay, so there's Emmerich himself. So I had mentioned before, I don't know which campaign it was, but I had literally, even though I owned the DLC, I had actually never played the Chaos Dwarves. Well, just for kicks the other day, just to kind of mess around, I did go ahead and finally start a Chaos Dwarf campaign. Played about 10 turns just to kind of learn the basics of them. Love them. They're really interesting. They feel quite powerful, for sure, but anyway, I may be doing a Chaos Dwarfs campaign at some point in the future. Also, this is a Skaven campaign, so it's the wrong time to mention it, but I cannot begin to express how excited I am about the Thrones of Decay. Everything that I've been hearing just reinforces what I was thinking before about how good that DLC is going to be, about how it's my prediction of it being one of the best, if not the best, DLCs for the whole Warhammer series. I don't see any reason to back off of that claim right now. Now, it doesn't hurt that it's addressing two of my favorite races. Okay, so we could suffer a loyalty penalty here. He is already a 10 out of 10, so we can maybe get away with that and give us a standard of discipline. Quite frankly, I don't love that. I mean, it's useful for the Skaven, but I don't love it as a banner, so we'll just take the money for now. Sword of Cain claimed by Marathi. Very good. Oh, there we go. Upgrade any settlement. Very nice. The other Trickster's Shard. That's always a little bit useful. Got a Dragon Helm and some Fencer's Blades out of that. We'll have to check our heroes out to see who can use those. All right. Very, very good. And
Queek.
let's go ahead and give the
Yes.
the rank here to... Okay, we've already given our Storm Vermin all of their buffs that we can do from the red line, except for this over here. Not that. Yes, that. That is the one that we want. Okay, so we do want that eventually, but it's going to take us a while to get there. He's only got 2 Storm Vermin who would benefit from it anyway. So for now, let's go ahead and continue to focus on improving Queek himself. We'll give him some additional melee attack. And let's just make sure we've got the right... Yeah, okay, so we can go ahead and get away with giving some armor and weapons to Obside there. And...
we go stalking.
Very nice. Our food is up. We're now up to the 4th level here, the surplus food supplies. And I think we can probably go ahead and plan on... It's not a walled settlement, so I don't need to destroy any walls. Let's go ahead and lay siege to it. Decisive victory, I like that. But we're not ready yet because we have a second army here. And I don't really see any reason not to get him in on the fun.
Which clan?
That should be close enough, hopefully.
I owe that scurry move.
Okay, now. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and do it. 20 minutes in, might as well fight a battle. Let's take a look here at the battle map. Okay, so we got 4 ways in. That dragon is going to be interesting. We have no ranged units in Queek's army. Start deployment. Looks like our reinforcements are coming in over here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up Queek up here. Looks good. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and get all of you guys on one. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up multiple groups of Storm Vermin. Let's go ahead and get you guys right here. This way they're going to have some troops over here. And then 3 right here. And another 3 right here. These are, I just find it easier to move things around in squads rather than individual units. You can join in with now, let's have you join in this group over here. So that's part of Control Group 5. You guys are my anti-dragon, basically, because once the dragon lands, at least, we will have them attack it. Okay, I think that's probably all we can do for now. Start battle. Queek, move forward. 3. You guys move over here. Let's go ahead and get... We'll get you in the middle, actually. So you can go either way, but this way we've got halberds on either side. You should be firing, right? The Lothran Sea Guard, that's a decent place to hit. Except that they're kind of hiding behind the... it's unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys now moving in behind. You as well. And you guys as well. Okay, but meanwhile, here's what we want to do, is we want to have Queek and our chieftains charging in. Yeah, you go ahead and hit them. All 3 of you, interesting, have the Potion of Foolhardiness. Oh, I forgot about him. Okay. I meant to do something with him. Let's go ahead and get him over here. He could possibly get all the way over there without being discovered. Actually, no. Let's get him over here. Okay, how are we doing here? How are we doing over here? They're shooting at us, but for now we're just continuing. Well, you know what? We might as well charge in. Why not? Why not? We're storm vermin. We can hold our own. And meanwhile, let's go ahead and do a menace below on these archers. And let's get a look at the dragon here. What are you doing, Mr. Dragon? Oh, you're headed towards our Plague Claw catapults. That makes sense. Okay, that's not good. Let's get you off the battlefield. Let's get you off the battlefield so they stop doing that to us. You guys can now charge in on them. And you guys charge in on those dragon princes. Why not? You charge in on the dragon princes. You at this point could go ahead and move in here. Okay, that's good. He landed. If he's going to land, we're going to destroy him. That'll be a nice win once we get that taken care of. Let's go ahead and head over here. And meanwhile, all of you guys, let's go ahead and get you moving up here towards them. Let's give them an actual target. You make your way over here. Let's go ahead and get a couple of you guys over here with them. That should be good. All right, back to the matter at hand. Looks like we took care of the dragon. Let's take care of the dragon princes now. Okay, you don't have to leave the battlefield anymore now that there's no dragon to worry about. Okay, let's check out what's going on up here. Let's hit them. You guys go ahead and help out up here. Let's go ahead and get a menace below off over here. Charge in on these archers. Okay, 4, how are you guys looking? Let's go ahead and plan on hitting him. 5, you guys get around on them. 1, yeah, they're already fleeing there, so you guys get in over here as well. You can now shoot at them once or twice before we stop. Okay, how are you doing over here? You're taking that. Very good. You guys up here. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, I forgot that he was on a brood whore, so he's actually taking on maybe a little bit more than he should have, but it's okay. Actually, everybody else here seems to be doing okay. Let's go ahead and get a couple of you guys on them. Let's get you guys. Actually, let's get you up here, helping out up here. Let's get some of you to retake that. Okay, how are we looking up here? Okay, that I want to stop the Plague Claw catapults at this point. All right. Why are you guys not in the control group anymore? Oh, that's right. That's right. You were never in a control group. You're my my halberds. Forgot that I didn't put them in a control group. Okay, I think. Oh, the sun dragon there is still around. Well, let's keep chasing him. Okay. Back to here. We are still kind of hung up on those. What are we even fighting here? We're fighting Swordmasters of Hoeth. Still, we should be taking this pretty soon, I would think. Come on, guys. Let's get somebody into the actual control area. It's got the control square, whatever that's called. Control point. Okay, how we doing up here? Are you doing okay? Or do you need to retreat? Yeah, you guys shoot. Yeah, you guys. I think you're doing okay. I think you can hold your own until these troops all get there. We need you to back up a little bit, though. You've taken a little bit of damage. Okay, that's enough. I don't like this inside cities. I have such a hard time actually targeting the ground. Okay, victory. Very good. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there were any lords to worry about. Nope. Pretty good food, pretty good money, pretty good experience. And we got ourselves another settlement. And we weakened Dimrick. So, pretty good all the way around. Let's go ahead and occupy it at 3. I don't see why not. Although we could sack it for 6,000. Let's sack it for 6,000. So forget this. I think, yeah. What we'll do? Let's sack it.
Are making a mistake.
Got a potion of healing. Very good. We'll take that. Queek got himself a nice trait. It's always good, and we got lots of skill ranks. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do actually. I think it was worth the money, and now we can actually continue to make our way. We'll go ahead and capture the Bone Gulch, occupy it, and then come back up and retake Ash Ridge Mountains. And by that point, it should have a little bit of value again for the plundering. Okay, let's go ahead and give you your ranks.
Soon.
Let's go ahead and give you... Do you really need more armor? This is good against lizardmen or dwarfs. Leadership is not really too much necessary for Queek. Maybe we want... We already have the magical attacks aspect. That's probably because of whatever piece of whatever weapon we're using. Yeah, indeed. Okay. But the armor piercing weapon damage plus 12, do we care about that? Armor piercing, how much are we doing armor piercing right now? Yeah, 374. Yeah, an extra 12 is essentially rubbish. Okay, let's go ahead and give you then... Yeah, let's get... We can eventually get to a plus 25% ambush chance. That's awesome. Plus 2 control all provinces. Yeah, let's do violent rise to power. Ooh, our chieftains, one of them's already immortal and the others are getting close to it. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and give you...
Yes, yes. Queek always wins.
Let's go ahead and give you Paranoid Defender. Why not? Just in case.
Need more trophies.
You need Sneaky, I think. So there was a discussion in the comments about whether or not to put these guys on their Bonebreaker mounts. And I may go ahead and do that.
Mine.
You've already got Sneaky. What did I give you that the others don't have? Off the top of my head, I don't see it. I'm going to give you Paranoid Defender. I always prioritize the missiles. Early in the game, anyway, prioritize missiles over spell resistance. Okay, you're probably going to want Gutter Fighter. But let me... Oh, actually, no, you've already got the 4 points that you need, so take Slippery.
I win. Nothing to do with you.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, we have that potion of healing as well. Let me go ahead and give that to one of the chieftains. Although you actually already all have the potion of foolhardiness, which might be of better value to you. So let's give...
Even great clans.
Let's give the potion of healing to somebody who's likely to take some damage.
Stink of command.
Terrifying Mask of V. Yeah, no, I like him having that. Let's maybe see. Okay, here we go. Potion of healing. Morphin Rot. Okay. All right, back to you now. Let's go ahead and give you...
I dominate.
We'll give you Blade Shield. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do I want to do in the red line for you? You've already got Pack Leader, so that's fine. Okay, we'll give you Blade Shield. Science Surge here, you get... Guess we'll give you the Doom Rocket.
Another victory.
Morphin Rot, you need Fervor still, and you need Blade Master. And we'll give you some missile resistance as well. And finally, Trab, you get...
Notice me.
I like the extra Winds of Magic, but I'm going to focus on the actual spells first. So let's give you Vermintide. Okay. And then, as an army, you took a little bit of damage, but not a ton. We could raid. I think we'll raid.
Soon we raid. Move your tails.
Since we'll just let Queek's army do most of the fighting, I don't have to worry so much about the replenishment here. Okay. Progress. And Mika, you're just going to keep raiding over here. Seems to be working out okay. Meanwhile down here... Okay, so we finally now have more room. I might want to do... Okay, what do I want to do? I might want to do one of each of the different military buildings. Do I have the weapons team set up anywhere yet? No. 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 Okay, so I literally don't have anything but the Pox Cauldron and the Construction Cavern. So let me take a look at this. I still need an Assassin's, a hidden lair here, the Assassin's line of buildings, and the weapons dump. I also need, I've got that already. I also need this for monsters. All right, so let's, first of all, of everything here, it looks like we don't need to combine any of these with any other buildings. Let's go ahead and take the hidden lair. And also I think I'm going to prioritize the weapon teams over the monsters. Very good. And then we can go ahead and build this up. And now we're going to be just about out of money. No, we still have plenty of money. All right. Very nice. You're getting some improvement in your public order now. Over here, you're not being discovered yet. That's good. We might want to go ahead and start doing our garrisons up to 3 because there's a big difference in the quality of the units going from 2 to 3. So that might not be such a bad idea, particularly now that we're going to war with more factions. I think maybe Sump Pit. It's worth doing it here. And can do this. You know what? We've got plenty of money here, so let's just keep improving. Okay, here we go. This is another landmark. Generating extra income. Upkeep reduction. Very good. That's going to be pretty much all of our money right there. Yep, we can no longer afford any more garrison improvements. That's fine. That's why we sacked that settlement instead of occupying it, because we needed the money. Okay, meanwhile, you go ahead and keep heading in this direction. Okay, that's Kugath. Kugath has pig barter. I'm proud of you, Kugath. Well done. And how strong is Kugath? He's pretty strong. He's doing quite well. 7 settlements and strength rank 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually, how close am I? Can I go out into the water right there? It looks like I can. Yeah, I'm going to actually send him down into the water, and we'll drop him off here at the capital of this province. It might be a while before we get that far, and in the meantime, I think it's very safe to assume nobody else is going to destroy that, is going to raise that settlement, which is the important thing when you're building an undercity. So now you're staying where you are. We finished building everything. Let's check our diplomacy out.
Call me. Look, the celestial
Okay.
blacksmith.
Yeah, vis-a-vis our enemies, we are still in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and do another end turn here. We got time, I think, for another turn after this. Chaos Dwarves. I should check to see, are they at war with Emmerich as well? Emmerich is... Okay, so he saved Crookback Mountain and now he's destroying... Okay, so Rictus at this point is pretty worthless. I think they've lost all of their military power. But Emmerich is not... At this point, it doesn't look like he's moving towards us. He will after he conquers Tretch's settlements, however. Well, there's Tretch himself. Okay, so maybe Tretch's army on its own can still do some damage, or at least distract Emmerich for a little bit. There's Cetra. Cetra probably is, I would say likes us, but our relations with him are probably improving because we're raiding Skarbrand. Okay. So we need to pay attention to these guys because they've got two full armies down here close enough to us to pay attention to. And the Chaos Dwarves, you always have to pay attention to them. Okay, Gerhardt's mercenaries destroyed. I wonder who did that. Foreign trespasser, etc., but you're not raiding, so I'm not going to worry about it too much at this point. Now what we can do is... Looks like we can move down here without suffering any attrition. I thought about doing it in the underway stance, but we do get a benefit out of channeling stance, just in case at some point we get a spellcaster in this army. Same for you. I think we'll do you in... Actually, no. Let's continue you. No, you need channeling stance as well because you actually do have a Plague Priest in your army.
I say move.
I think I can get away with not raiding for a couple of turns. We seem to be doing okay food-wise. Although we are going to want to occupy this. Well, too late now. I've already moved them further than I could if I wanted them to raid. So Mika, meanwhile, you're still raiding, so that's good. And then we've got you. We want you to get into the water.
I say move.
And Dreadrock. Establish a Warlock Laboratory. Looks like you should be able to get there next turn. That'll be good. Okay. And now we're back to Pestilicage, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at our building situation. So this is going to be nice to get that done. The food situation is helping with our public order as well. Down here we got all kinds of stuff going up here. That's good. That building is just about to be built. That will help the public order here. You're fine. I still can't afford to improve the garrison. Black Iron Mine is probably a decent place to do it since it's on the front lines up here. I should probably pay attention. This is still owned by Skarsnik here. So it doesn't look like Thorgrim is making much of a counterattack. We have Wurzag over here as well. We have a non-aggression pact with Wurzag, if I remember correctly. So Rictus is not completely wiped out. That's good. Emmerich is not doing too good. Thorgrim is not doing too well here, but they are... They, again, still have those 8 settlements. And Skarsnik still only has the 3. And yes, we have a non-aggression pact with Warzag. Okay, I had forgotten that we have a non-aggression pact with Skarsnik. I think we want to initiate diplomacy. Okay, we could go ahead and end this. And then 10 turns from now, are we going to be ready to go war with them? Probably. Hang on, I'm going to cough. Now, how likely are they to go to... Yeah, I don't want to be friends with Skarsnik because thematically that doesn't feel right to me. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, they pretty strongly dislike us now. But even though we don't have any armies right there to defend against them, I kind of feel like it's a low risk, although I do want Black Iron Mine to get that garrison. Oh well, I have to wait till next turn. And like I said, I want to have the 10 turns over and done with when it's time for us to declare war on them, so we don't suffer the reputation hit. Okay. Let me just go through all the rest of the diplomacy.
Bring me never.
Nothing going on. I just want to actually double check this. Okay, so yeah, so Kugath really doesn't like us very much, so I got to be careful about him. Well, it's not awful. He doesn't like our treaty with Rictus. Well, we'll be breaking that treaty soon enough, or more likely Rictus will get themselves destroyed. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay. Cetra, I'm kind of curious about what you're going to do. We'll find out soon enough. Chaos Dwarves. Apologize for the yawn. That's why I'm drinking coffee. Okay, so Emmerich is now more concerned about defending Crookback Mountain, which is good. And his agent did not. Either he didn't do an agent action on us, or it didn't give me the message. Okay, so Tretch backed up. So basically Emmerich and Tretch both went into defending strategy. Okay, Cetra is raiding, but I should pay attention to what... I think he's raiding in Scarbrand's territory. I probably need to get eyes on the goblins over here to make sure they don't start moving an army down our direction. There's Malagor again. It's just an agent. Never mind. Okay, the Silver Pinnacle looks like they're headed towards Tretch's settlement there as well. Alright, here we go. Kegs of Boom. An old powder keg that would give us Flash Bomb. Set a light 4,000 treasury, that would be pretty good. Expand tunnels, which is some growth. I don't really need that. Or I could gain a trait Boom Master and bonus experience for Pestilage. I'm leaning towards this one. Let's give it to the Lord. And now we've got a reason to get some artillery into his army. So we have a purpose for him now. And meanwhile... We didn't gain any ranks, right? We did. Mika and Transform, okay? But not here. Decisive victory. Okay, this time they don't have a sun dragon, they just have a star dragon. Got plenty of ranks, however, on those garrison units. That's the garrison training mod at work, which is pretty cool. I like it. And you, let's go ahead and move you to here. That ought to be close enough.
I challenge.
Let's take a look at the map. Just going to be a regular old field battle. Works for me. Let's go ahead and fight it. I'm not going to have much time after this battle to do much more. But we can at least finish this episode off with a nice success, hopefully. Can't imagine losing this battle. He is going to have to come to us, and we can fight this traditionally with a strong front line. Let's go ahead and pull him out of the front line, and we'll use him as a reserve unit here to help protect the Plague Claw catapults. Okay. Queek and the chieftains, you guys can be on one. I'm going to actually put you over here on the flank. No, let's do this. Let's put you throughout the ranks so that you can, throughout the front line, so that you can provide your leadership bonuses, at least for starters, and then once the lines clash, I will bring them all together. Let's get you over here. And we're going to start out... Oh, wait a minute. My assassin as well. Does he doesn't have any artillery units back there that I really need to worry about. So let's just hide our assassin in the trees for now. And now, what do we want to target? For starters, I think maybe the Lothern Sea Guard. We'll go ahead and target his commanding unit there. Let's go ahead and speed up. They are coming right towards us. No, they're not coming right towards us. What are they doing? They're consolidating, but they're not coming towards us. Well, they're going to. Alright, looks like they've got all of their flankers moving over onto our right flank. So let's go ahead and get our halberds over here. And maybe you guys come over like this. Now we got plenty on that flank. And let's actually go ahead and get you... Didn't see those dragon princes there, so let's get you guys all moving forward. How are the flankers doing over here? Okay, let's go ahead and get all you guys charging in on them. Let's go ahead and hit you with the menace below. Let's go ahead and get these guys now on different targets. Okay, we got breathed on over here. Unfortunately, that's going to happen. Let's try to get you on them. Let's get you on them. Let's get you on them. Insofar as any of that is possible. Let's go ahead and shoot them. Okay, how are we doing here? We should be making short work of most of these guys. Okay, all of you now on the dragon. Oops, didn't mean to do that one. We should make short work of that dragon, I would think. Okay, the assassin, you can go ahead and start moving forward here. Let's go ahead and get another menace below off up here. How are we doing here, you guys? Kind of having a hard time chasing and keeping up with cavalry, which is not surprising. Meanwhile, all of our reinforcements, you guys come in as fast as you can, but chances are you're not going to get here in time to do anything. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at... Looks like we killed the dragon. That's good. Now let's go ahead and focus on those guys. You hitting them from behind. Yeah, you go ahead and help out as well. Alright. You can get there in time, actually. Let's go ahead and get everybody on those silver helms that we can. Menace below off over here. Our plague claw catapults are doing good work on that those Lothran sea guards. So archers ought to be out of the fight now. I think at this point it's just mopping up. In fact, I want to stop firing with the plague claw catapults before you start damaging our own units. Looks like it's yep, pretty much what I expected. Don't think there's any reason to keep fighting it. End battle. 141 rats compared to 659 elves. That is always a worthwhile trade. Kind of interesting to be able to fight an actual conventional battle with the Skaven where we actually have a reliable front line. Doesn't happen very often, but that was one of the things I wanted to test out in this campaign, was whether or not Queek could pull it off with Storm Vermin. It takes the absolute best available melee infantry for the Skaven, plus buffs, to be able to do it, but it can happen. Alright. We are looking pretty good for food. We're going to go ahead and occupy this at the 3rd level. Well, actually, we could get 6,300. No, I think it... Yeah, boy, that's too much to pass up. It's too much to pass up. Now, I don't remember whether or not he can now go ahead and occupy, or whether that's not an option anymore since we've sacked it. Well, let's find out. No, let's, we're already over an hour. Let me do our...
Too weak to betray.
I better... Nah, you know what, we're going to go just a little bit longer because I want to find out if we can.
I am warlord.
We can, okay, very good. Well, and it doesn't save the game when we do that, so that is why we're going to keep going until we do our next end turn.
Nothing to do with you.
Let's go ahead and give you... That looks good. Okay. And since you now have the, what's this trait called that we just gave you? Boom Master. Since you have Boom Master, we'll definitely want to get you some artillery, including the Warp Lightning Cannons. So we'll give you engineering skill as well. Okay. Works for me. Warlock Engineer, you can take... Let's give you Sapper. Now, I may not end up keeping this Warlock Engineer in this army long term. I don't know yet. Okay, you get... let's go ahead and give you Blessed with Filth. And will I ever use Wither? Probably not. So I'm going to give you an extra point of Vermintide. Okay, Queek. You are ready for another point of Violent Rise to Power. You are now Immortal. We're going to give you Sneaky. You get Bread Leader. You are going to get Bloody Blade, I think. Weapon Strength plus 10%. Since you are a battle agent. And then Mika. Okay, we probably want... Yeah, let's take the dreaded 13th. Transform. You get Pestilent Breath. And we have a Trickster's Helm and an Obsidian Trinket. Let's go ahead, because I don't care about the Obsidian Trinket, I'll go ahead and give that to this guy. The other Trickster's Shard. Power Stones. And Scrying Stones. Okay, I'll go through all this in the next episode if I remember to, because I don't want to make this episode even longer than it already is. So let's go ahead and establish our Warlock Laboratory. And go ahead and... How much money are we making here? Pretty good money. Let's go ahead and give this the 20% income. This would be 215. We'll take it. Okay. And since we captured the Bone Gulch, we obviously want to put a garrison building here. There's no resources here. So this is probably a good place to go ahead and do another barracks. You're getting replenished. Queek, you are getting replenished. You can actually go ahead and get back into channeling stance and start making your way back up towards Ash Ridge. And Mika, you just keep on doing what you're doing, I suppose. And meanwhile, we have 10,000 here, so we can... do I really want to improve the Assassin's Hide? I'm going to focus on defenses first, but I am going to go ahead and recruit a second Assassin. Perceptive is probably pretty good. This is just going to be a field agent assassin. Okay, and now let's go ahead and get our defenses in order. You're already working on it. Black Iron Mine, yes, we definitely want to get it up there because of Skarsnik. And I think we'll just keep the rest of our money for now. Let's go ahead and check out diplomacy real quick. We're 10 minutes overtime now, but it is what it is. Oh, Malagor has been wiped out. Now he would actually be friendly with us. What would he give us? Sorry, it's not good enough.
Call me. Look. Ready?
Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn. Let's have a quick end turn, and then we're going to have to call it an episode at that point. Emmerich. Okay, I don't like it when Emmerich keeps moving westward. Going to have to pay attention to how close he is. Ooh, Tretch won a battle. Nice going, Tretch. Or maybe you did. Maybe you just made them retreat. I'm not sure which. Nope, you've definitely won a battle. Nice job, buddy. You're not as worthless as everybody says. I knew it. Okay, now you're back into our territory for some reason. Not sure why. Thorgrim is looking pretty bleak. Looked like his military was just about completely wiped out. Silver Pinnacle, you're retreating. Not too surprising, considering what Tretch did to you this turn. Okay, there we go. Ambusher discovered. Not really anything that concerns us. Brand new mischief. Okay, this is very good. Crooked Fang Fort. We'll take that. Definitely helps out a lot with our public order. We encountered Bretonia. Okay, very good. We got some ranks to apply. We got some buildings built. We got some wars declared here. Thorgrim now at war with the ogres as well. So is Karak Kadrin. And ogres just decided to declare war on all of the dwarfs. Why not? Okay, so I think we're doing okay. I just want to find Imric here. Okay, did we lose track of Imric? We lost track of Imric. I don't know where Imric is. He went westward, which means he's getting closer to our settlements. We're 3 turns away from finishing the garrison here, so I don't know. We might need to recruit an army up here. But we'll think about that in the next episode. In the meantime, I think we're doing just fine. We do eventually want this, but that's going to be a tough nut to crack. Obviously, we're going to take Ashridge Mountains next. And if Imric doesn't defend it, maybe we'll take Darkhold. And even maybe Mount Grey Hag, and maybe even Crookback Mountain. And then we'll be ready to go to war with Skarsnik. But anyway, enough rambling, Michael. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.